What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Third Gen Junkies. Chris, you know who it is. Today, different video. Kind of getting over being sick the last couple of days. I don't know if I got the flu or what the hell happened, but put me down pretty hard. So I'm suited up in my Carhartts and winter hat and whatever. It's breezy, as you can see the flag flapping in the wind there. I don't want to get any colder. You know, I was going through the night sweats and chills and whatever. So today we're doing some more maintenance on the wife's 2006 Chevy Impala LT. Bebe is her name. For a while I went out and I got her a set of good front tires for it, some hand cooked tires for the front of it. Seemed like they're getting down there a little bit. Might have to go ahead and get another new set for the front. But yeah, basically I was wondering what the hell was going on, because she had a nail like right here in the tread of her tire, and I ended up going to get a new tire, and they're like, we can't fix this, need a new tire. So got a new tire put on there for her. And now what was it, like Tuesday this past week, she was like, hey, my window regulator broke. And she's had it happen before, so she knows the ins and outs of her car. And she's like, hey, can you order a window regulator for my car? So I'm gonna do a how-to kind of, God, her car is dirty, coffee spilled, what the hell, a kind of step-by-step tutorial on what you need and how to go about doing the window regulator on this car. It's not that hard. It's actually pretty simple. It takes about a half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. Tools you need: you're gonna need a Torx T30. Yeah, T30 bit. You're gonna need 8mm. Oh, sorry, that's 6mm. Grab the wrong one. God, starting this video off not very well. Let's move this stuff out of the way real quick. 6, 7, 8. Come on, Chris. All right. So yeah, not a 6mm, 8mm. You're gonna need an 8mm, you're gonna need a 10mm, you're gonna need an extension, you're gonna need a ratchet. So 8mm, 10mm extension, standard 3/8 ratchet. You're gonna need a small flat blade screwdriver of some sort, your Torx 30, and a piece of tape. She actually got smart because she's had this happen before, and she wedged a screwdriver right here in the doorway, or in the corner of the window, to hold it up so it wouldn't drop. But well, what I plan on doing is you need some tape. It's the easier way to do it. So basically this is what we're gonna do. Take some tape here, trusty tape gun. I'm gonna actually put a couple pieces on there, because the outside of the window is dirty. It'd be my luck that it will come unstuck and the window will drop and shatter, and then I'll be going to the junkyard to get a new window. So pull that screwdriver out of there now. Alright, so first thing I usually do is take the screwdriver, get in here at this triangle, pop this bad boy out, get that out of the way. Just pops in with this clip here. And then you want to lift up the door handle here. There's a little clip here. You want to pop this guy out. That's where one of your Torx T30 is right here in your door handle. And then also down where you grab to pull the door pull to pull it shut, there's this rubberized piece here. You want to pull that out, and there's two T30s down in there. See, so you got one here, and you got two here, and then also right here where this reflector is, there's a small little groove here. You want to pop this guy out without breaking it, and you got actually a smaller Torx there. It's definitely not a 30. I'm not sure what size that is. I'll have to figure that one out when I get to pulling them out. So yeah, so then you just go about taking your Torx bit screws out. Pull this guy out here. This guy out. You can obviously tell which screws go where. The longer ones go in the door handle, the pull part, and the shorter one goes up here. So you can't really mix those up, because I'm pretty sure if you put the longer one in up here, it won't go in very far and it'll stop. Now I got to figure out what size that little guy is. So give me a quick second. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't actually know what size this is. It's kind of twisted, screwed up. Maybe a T15. It's pretty small. But you want to get in here, pull this T15 out here, like so. That little guy down here with the rest. Then you just want to start popping your door panel off. Usually you want to start at the top corner and just pop, pull it out towards you slightly. It'll all pop off like that. And you want to lift up. Make sure you get it up over your lock right here. And you push up and down. And then alright. Let's see. So the next thing I'm gonna do is set this down for a second. Alright, so the next part you really want to try to tackle here is this cable section right here. It's kind of a pain. Usually you grab it with pliers. I have these really dull side cutters. It's kind of going to be hard because I can't really let's see here, because I got you guys on the tripod. You kind of just want to like pull the handle out a little bit. God, this hard. Hold on a second. Let me switch you. Alright. Maybe this will work out a little bit better. Alright guys. So what we're looking at here is you want to kind of pull the handle out a little bit. You want to grab this cable. Just I'll slide it around until you get that ball to pop off like that. And then you're going to either need a flat blade screwdriver, or you're going to need a pair of needle nose pliers, because these little tabs right here need to be pushed in so they can slide out of that slot. So you can pop this out like so, just like that. And then you have all of this awesome wiring stuff. But before we get to the wiring stuff, what we want to do is I want to pull this vapor barrier, which looks like somebody was already in here and kind of trashed at some point, what it looks like. Pull this stuff off slowly, try not to rip it. Because more than likely the cable back there broke for the regulator. We got the new regulator right here in the box. Stuff's still pretty sticky. Ooh, a bit of water in there. Not good. Pull that off, set that on the seat. Alright, and then actually I think I screwed up just a little bit, guys, because you have to actually lower the window down to a point where you can unbolt it from the regulator. So unless it broke from the regulator. Oh, it's still there. Here, let's do this. Yeah, see here, cable snapped. So just slide this guy down to the point that I can get to these 10 mils here and bolt the window, and then I'll slide the window back up and slide the window back up out of the way, and then I'll get the whole housing and everything out. So we got our 10 mil window. Oh, almost dropped it. Oh, and I did drop it. Hopefully I can just reach down in there and grab it. Yep, okay. There it is. What I'm really hoping is that if somebody replaced this before, that they did not glue this window right here, because it sure looks like somebody glued it. I sure the hell hope they didn't. It is not something I want to deal with. Oh no, they didn't. So we'll pull this guy out. Yep, there we go. Alright, we'll slide the window back up. Throw that off to the side for right now. Slide that up. Figures my tape gun's all the way over here. Get us some tape. Big bulky tape gun. Like I said, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 pieces on there. Put this up here. Because I do not want this glass to fall. I don't want to have to go to the junkyard and get a piece of glass for it. Okay. So, from what everybody else said is you can push this together here, pop this guy out. Pop that guy out of the way. And then I gotta go ahead and I actually don't think you have to unplug and remove all this stuff. I seen a video where it said 2006 to 2013 they're all the same, and there's this big huge plug where the male and female are plugged together and it's got a big white latch that locks over. That's not totally true, being that this car has the Bose surround sound and it doesn't have anything, I mean, relative to what the hell he was talking about in the video. I mean, this is the same, but a lot of what he was talking about isn't the same. So I don't know where they come up with a lot of the shit that they said, but hey, nope, come here. I'm trying to, okay, so I do know we have to reuse all the same bolts and nuts and hardware, because this was ordered off of Amazon, as everybody's garbage is for the most part. It looks to me like okay. Trying to figure out how in the hell this thing goes in here. Because it looks kind of funky. It doesn't even look like this is the oh, okay, so it must go something like this. It must go something like this or like this. Yeah, it goes like this. And these are the screws that they give you for here. We won't be using, and it's weird because the pigtail is totally different, but as long as that works, that's all that really matters. So okay, here's how our one goes in. We're not going to be using these, set those off to the side for now. In all actuality, I could be using my electric impact or electric ratchet for this. Come to find out too, you just have to unloosen most of these, because it just slides up and they go into the holes here to get them out. If you want to make it easier on yourself, you can loosen them all the way up, take them all the way out, that hard. There's only one actual screw that has to come all the way out, and that's this guy here. So you just loosen this one, pull this one all the way out. Set that over here for now. And this one goes here. And it just comes up and out like that. Wow, it looks like it really shit itself. Alright, before we get any further, let's see, flat blade screwdriver. I want to push this guy in, pop the plug out. Like so. Before I go any further with that, even, I think I'm going to do with this, just to make sure we're not going to run into an issue with the plugs. I want to make sure that it's going to plug up. Oops, which it does. Hopefully I just didn't break her, oh, it just came apart. It's an easy fix. It's for the window up and down. Just gotta pop it back in this clip. Not a big deal. So then lift this guy up. Bring this guy out. Oh, cable snapped. Okay, let's see. How do we... Now comes the fun. Alright. So now, we'll lay this back down. Put all these screws back into the same spot they came out of. There's that. Alright, now next part is you put it all back in. Set this broken guy to the side. Grab this new one. And I gotta pull this screw out because that's the through screw. Ooh. I gotta figure out how to get this thing back in here. Obviously the motor goes in first. And I got that one up in there. Let's see here. So you got those guys up in there. That's good. Find my plug before I forget about that. Plug that bad boy in there. Took him off. Other one in there. And as always, Chinese aftermarket shit don't fit. Well, we'll have to make it fit as usual. As you can tell here, either one or two things is going to have to happen. Either I'm going to have to elongate this hole here bigger so that I can get the bolt in, or I'm going to have to notch here out so that this whole thing will slide this way, aligning that screw hole there. Or I could do one other thing, which I'm going to try first and see how it goes. Stick it in at an angle, try to get it into the threads, kind of pry it, flip straight, start it, and see what happens. And surprisingly, I got it with no modifications. Okay, there's that one. Tighten up this guy here. You want to be careful with this too, because I mean, this is not really thick gauge steel, so you want to be careful with how tight you're tightening it, because it literally is not that thick at all. You want to try to line it up as best as you can on the marks from the heads of the bolt that you took out, so you don't have any issues with it not, so it aligns properly. That's what I'm trying to get at. Here should be the last one, and then we gotta line up the glass. Yeah, there's that. The next thing will be is the glass. It kind of sucks because this needs to be up just a hair, which normally you can pull on it, which I really don't want to do that because I don't want to mess up the motor, being how it's a brand new motor. So I could actually do this if I don't lose any of the screws in the process. Trying to lean across the car. Turn that on. Go up here, make sure it lines up there. Good. And then now go ahead and untape our window. What I normally do, guys, also is I normally put more grease on these, on the wire itself. On these, it seems like they don't lube them up as much as they should. But trying to get this done. Alright, now I slide this guy down into place like so. Like that. Those are not the right screws. These are. that should be it. I'll turn the key on, and we'll roll the window up. I wonder what that squeak is. I know one thing I am gonna do. Like I said, guys, I normally throw more grease on the whole assembly before I put it in. I didn't do it. Well, now I'm gonna do it. I don't have a lot of grease left. But I tend to use wheel bearing grease, high temp, for everything. Cables here. Rub some of this stuff on the rail. Like so. And then what I do next is go ahead and go down with it, go back up with it. That's what it is. There's dirt in the felt. Alright, well, basically that's it. I mean, ain't a whole lot left to do. Should put this clip right here back in. I think I shattered it. Whatever. Get it together. And these are extra screws that we're not going to use. Put the water vapor barrier back on. Make sure all our holes are lined up. Alright guys, so I'm back. Got frustrated, figured out I could pop this whole piece out, snap the goddamn switch back together, put it back in this, pop that back in, got the door panel back on, and now I'm buttoning up the rest. Yeah, struggles. I love it. Throw this on, throw this on. Little guy. Right here. Vapor barriers back in place. Alright, now cup holder covers in. This little piece snaps back in there, like so. Reflector back in there. This guy back in there. And now, besides the grease, alright. And that, like we say, is a wrap. So, kind of long video. We're gonna get this thing edited down. But yeah, so that's how you do a window regulator and a 2006 to 2013 Chevy Impala. Like they say, happy wife is a happy life. So, like, subscribe, hit that share button. You know what to do. Please subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thank you so much. Until next time.